We hate email now. I hate using email, and we're forced to use email.
It's a cornerstone of a lot of people's lives, right?
If you look at email 20 years ago, okay, it looks better, but technically speaking, it's like the exact same.
The entire point is to actually have a brain working for you in that mailbox, because it's a cornerstone of a lot of people's lives, right?
I want to keep pressing on the future because we got a bit of a easy answer. I want to hear more futuristic, more crazy vision. Like, what the hell is the email going to look like 5 years from now?
We hate email now. I hate using email, and we're forced to use email. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, everyone has to use email. Whenever Ryan sends me an invoice, it's on email. Or whenever we got a notification from some guy or an investor or YC, it's on an email. And it's such an important like communication tool that's just been neglected. And if you look at email 20 years ago, okay, it looks better, but technically speaking, it's like the exact same. Exact same. And it pisses me off that we don't have a better inbox, and especially with the tools we have today, like AI, not just AI, but like especially that, it just blows my mind that there hasn't been a company that correctly has done email, and we want to be that. Like, we really want to improve email. It's gonna be used for who knows how long, and we want to be the company that like just bridges the gap between shitty email and good email.
That makes sense. And no, yeah, because if you really look at email 20 years back, it's an app that has your categories, that has your emails. You click on an email and it opens. That hasn't changed at all. Like, not even in the, okay, yes, the UI looks better and stuff like that. It's still categories with emails and the email content. It hasn't changed in 20, 30 years almost. And I think that's really cool. So you've mentioned this, Nizzy, where you don't even open email to do it. You've kind of just been like, you talk to it or you chat with it, say, what do I got to do today? What are my agenda items? And it knows your email and stuff like that. What's your ideal interface for something like that?
Yeah, we've been playing around with ideas here. Zero will have complete historical context of your inbox. That means you can ask it questions that happened 2 years ago and it will know it, and it will know it into detail. And only you can access this information. You can self-host it in the same way. The entire point is to actually have a brain working for you in that mailbox, because it's a cornerstone of a lot of people's lives, right? And it knows everything about you. It knows what you got your wife 2 years ago, and for Valentine's Day, it knows what your appointments you have this week. So we start small by asking what appointments we have this week, and it will know everything. Now, the way to interact with it, the idea is that we have a belief that people need to check their emails less to get more of it. Where we want to be in the long term is simply we want people not to have to go through it to their inbox to search for things. Searching and going through this list of things just to get one piece of information or get a meeting link, it should be replaced. And it should be replaced by simply just asking for it in the chat, or simply just using voice or using SMS. There's a lot of different aspects where email can be included and it's not included yet. Our goal is to have it in your SMS to send you only important notifications. Like, you don't have to go search through your inbox if you have a meeting at 3 and it's 2:55. Just SMS it, or you open the Zero mobile app and you talk to it, or simply interact with it with the frictionless environment, like going on your laptop or opening your email app and typing a search, and you either miss the search or it's something you can't even find the email and you're stressing out in the middle of the street. It's not something of the future, and we're going to be the first app that does that. We're going to bring modern technologies into people's mailboxes where they can just change the way that they interact with the email to save them time and to give them more value. And you don't have to remember your dentist's name, first and last name, to find the appointment. You just say dentist or find me my dentist appointment. Like, it should know these things, We're in an age that AI is smart enough to know these things if you use it properly. And we're giving all of that at the essence of privacy. So you can choose to enable this or not. Like you can choose to interact with this. You can choose to host your own data. Like we don't have to restrict any of these features. Like one of the main things that we've done differently is that we don't store any of our users' emails. Like current users, we have so many people using Zero, and our database is just a few megabytes big because we only store like emails, like the login information. So it's not that we store the entire email history, and it's frightening that you go into some apps where you have to sync your entire inbox to them. And it's just something out of this world, like they take all of your data, God knows where they host it. You don't even know if they're SOC 2 compliant. And at the end of the day, you just get an interface with a ChatGPT wrapper and you pay $50 for it. So this has to change, it was good for a while. They had a good run, but it's not the future.
It's the time of innovation. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm very interested in this in the future. So your domain is zero.email.
What an amazing domain, man.
There's been talks and requests of like a zero managed provider. So it's like, I could have Ryan at zero.email. Is that something that's on your roadmap or what?
It is on our roadmap. And like Adam said, we have that planned so that we're able to do more things with AI. Gmail and Outlook are pretty limiting when it comes to these features. And we have to work within those parameters. And so having our own email service, whether it's like at zero.email or just using like something like Google Workspace, but like our own version of it within Zero, that will be like the ideal scenario for us.
Do you think there's a future where, because emails right now, it's name at domain. Do you think there's a future where you would have like almost like an iMessage type thing where users in the Zero ecosystem, I could just type Nizzy and it would have a unique username and it would just be like username based email. And then if there was an external like outbound type thing, it would be like Nizzy at Zero email. Is that kind of, what do you think on that kind of thing?
Oh, absolutely. If this will be done anywhere, it will be on Zero. Like no infrastructure can be dynamic enough to support it except for ours. We're lucky enough that we're building this and we have great partners that we're working very closely with. This will be definitely the future. So our own email infrastructure is definitely on the roadmap. It will happen soon where you can get Ryan at zero.email. If you want Ryan at zero.email, are you excited about it? We're definitely going to have that. And as you said, like having usernames instead of emails, it will only be possible on our infrastructure. So many other people will have to, one, roll out their own infrastructure, or basically use someone else's infrastructure will not support this. No infrastructure is dynamic enough to allow people to brainstorm ideas like this and code it into reality except for ours. And all of it open source, which was never done in history.